we will do something extremely fun. We will see how people reacted to Piers Morgan interview with the Palestinian ambassador versus the Israeli ambassador. Don't forget to share this video because we want to make sure it reaches as many people as possible. But before we see the reactions and read the comments, let's see how Piers Morgan started the interview with the Palestinian ambassador one day after Al Ahli hospital was bombed in Gaza, killing and wounding hundreds of Palestinians.
You were in no doubt last night. This was an Israeli airstrike. It's far more probable that this was actually fired from within Gaza. And for example, the crater is tiny by comparison to the crater you see for a conventional Israel missile. And so on. What is your response to that? Have you changed your absolute conviction that this is an Israeli airstrike?
And let's see how he started with the Israeli ambassador.
Ambassador, thank you for coming in. It's heartbreaking.
It is.
Let's read the comments. And I'm starting with the comments on the Palestinian ambassador's interview. Love the look on Piers' face when he asked for a minute of silence. He was like, I won't even pretend to be an actual human being. Admired his dedication though. That's when the Palestinian ambassador started the interview like this.
In memory of all of those who were killed, allow me to have a moment of silence.
Let's see Piers' face. Thank you, Piers, for giving space to the ambassador and letting him tell the world the very definition of terrorism.
Unlawful violence against civilians.
I wish Israeli people respectfully to understand how the Palestinians live as they have lived one day of their life now. Piers keeps talking about October the 7th, but never October the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 15th, 14th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 22nd. He was literally in tears with the Israeli ambassador. I thought he was going to hug her. This man is shameless. Piers is like a parrot who memorizes 2 words and repeats them in every interview. Yeah, I think he's right.
What is a proportionate response? To be proportionate. What is proportionate? I don't know what a proportionate response is. The question for me becomes down to what is proportionate? The question then becomes again about proportion.
You think the American president would lie? He's quoting Piers.
You think he's lying, President Biden?
Is that a real question by Piers? Lol. Piers asks, why would the President of the United States of America lie about this? Piers, probably for the same reason the President would lie about weapons of mass destruction.
He is lying.
That was when Piers was trying to tell him that the investigations done by the President of the United States of America established that the hospital bombing was caused by a misfire from Gaza. Finally, someone who out-yelled Piers. Excuse me, Habibi, we're Arabs. Yelling is one thing we're really good at.
From now on, this is the way it works.
Okay.
How he dropped. I understand you're not an impartial person in the end.
Thank you very much for coming in. No, you're not an impartial person in this.
Whoa. Let's see how he ended with the Israeli ambassador.
Ambassador, thank you very much indeed for coming in. Just going back to what happened last weekend, it was horrific. I was revolted.
I mean, Piers seemed to be a really good person, as Bassem said.
You are one of the good ones.
He has a great heart, but his only problem is that it doesn't feel for everyone. Let's see the reactions. Funny how this is the only interview Piers has ever done where he does not interrupt the person every 5 seconds.
Israel is allowed to launch a military attack every time there is a place that puts Israelis in danger, which it is.
I mean, you cannot fool people. Piers is oddly calm in this interview. I came back to watch this after watching the Palestinian ambassador, and you can clearly see the difference in Piers' attitude. What a shame. He didn't even question her once. Let her rumble with all the BS. Does she think we're all blind? What type of confidence is that? To be able to lie against such a blatant, obvious issue. Utter embarrassment.
We are trying to minimize casualties.
That was not a debate. That was a one-way conversation. Piers Morgan, this is not a debate. This is a friendly conversation with like-minded friends. I'm not blaming Israel. It's really the opening Piers should use before any interview he does.
I'm not blaming Israel.
As a lifelong supporter of Israel, even I can admit what you're doing in response to the attack is disgusting. I'll end with this comment because it's exactly how I feel. I'm proud of the people who have commented. Today, I have been proven that truth can never be hidden. Hats off to every person who had commented truth on this video. Although there was an intentional bias from the media in the coverage of this war, an intentional dehumanization of Palestinians and underestimation of their plight, people really started to know the truth. And that's exactly why we always say, keep talking, keep sharing, keep exposing media bias and its complicity in war crimes against Palestinians. Make sure to share this video. We wanted to reach the taxpayers who can influence their MPs. We wanted to reach people who can influence decision makers.